Today I'm going to start a new topic related to data services. So first I'm going to start with the basic introduction. Let us click on Start, click All Programs, click on SAP Data Services 4.2 and let us click on Data Services Workbench. So what is Data Services Workbench? Data Services Workbench is the user interface to work on data services. The username is best and provide the password W capital welcome 123 and click log on. So when working on data services, so I'm logging into data services. So now we log into data services. For the first time, when participants log into data services, here you can see something called welcome page. So click on the welcome page. So once we click on the welcome page, so here you can see the UI. Here it shows data services workbench. Let us close the welcome page. So once we close the welcome page, so here you can see how we can create a project. Click File, click New, click on the project. So once we click on the project, let us give the project name. So let us give the name of the project. Let jet copa underscore project 009. And here we can see a data services repository. What is a repository? A repository is nothing but it's a collection of metadata. A repository is nothing but it's a collection of metadata. So I'll just select the default repository. So here is the default repository, Access Client 1. So what I'm trying to say over here is, so here you have a data services workbench. So here you have the source SAP and target is HANA. Here we have data services. When working on data services, one you have is something called job server. And the other one is known as repository. What is repository? A repository is a collection of metadata. And job server, it is used to transfer data. So job servers are basically used to transfer data, and repositories are nothing but the collection of metadata. So let us link SAP to data services and data services to SAP HANA S4 HANA. So here you can see the HANA system. So what I'm trying to do now, first, data services needs to get connected to SAP system, and data services needs to get connected to HANA system. To connect to source and to connect to target. So here is the source and here is the target. So how can we connect to source and how can we connect to target? Now please see, I'll go back to data services workbench. Click finish. So once you click finish, let us right click on the project, click new, click data store. So once you click on data store, so here you can see I'm connecting to ECC. Click next. Let us select the database, or sorry, we need to select SAP application. So what is our SAP application over here? So SAP application in this case, it's SAP system. So how can I get details of SAP system? So I'll go back. So here we have SAP application. I selected SAP application. To create what? To create a data store. What is a data store? A data store is nothing but the connection. So let us double click on SAP logon. So let us right click and click properties. So here you can see the application server details. I'll copy this application server details and copy paste it over here on the application servers. Provide the username is best and provide the password W capital welcome 123. So what am I trying to do? We're trying to see how we can migrate data from SAP to HANA, S4 HANA platform. For that, I'm creating a data store. So what is a data store, participants? A data store is nothing but a connection. And this data store is one more connection. So this is one connection to SAP. And here we have another connection to target. So let me go back. Click on test connection. So here you see there is something called test connection. So let me click on this. So here you have the test connection. So once I click on test connection, so you should be able to receive a message. Connection test successfully. Connection test is success. I think there is some problem over here. So I think system ID is 07. So let me click on test connection once again. So here you can see connection test succeeded. So once we finish the connection test succeeded, click close and click finish. So once you click finish, now here you see I connected to source, which is ECC. Now let me click back on the project, click new, click on data store. I hope all the participants able to follow. So any participants not able to follow this session until now? I hope everything is okay, all the participants. Yeah, thank you. So let us connect to HANA. And let's click next. Let us select the data store type. Now what is the data store type? Please see here. Data store type is HANA system. So I'll go back. I'll select SAP HANA. I'll select SAP HANA. Provide the username. Username I'll give it as best. Provide the password. Password is W capital welcome 123. Now here you see there is something called ODBC. Double click to say no. Provide the port number. So what is the port number? 30015. If you would like to test, now where do you find the port number and the SAP HANA server details? Now why am I selecting ODBC no? Participants, why am I selecting this ODBC no? Because what is ODBC? Open Database Connect. So we don't require an ODBC to connect to SAP HANA. Directly I can connect using native HANA. So to connect to native HANA, what details should we provide over here? Click Start, click All Programs, click SAP HANA, click on HANA Studio. So once you click on HANA Studio, click OK. So once you click OK, so let us right click on System, click Log On. The username is best. And let us provide the password W capital welcome 123 and click OK. Let us right click on System, click Properties, click Additional Properties. So what I'm trying to show you now, these details. So I just would like to copy these details, nothing but the IP address. Excuse me. So I'll copy this IP address, I'll go back. So I'll double click and paste it over here. And here the port number 30115. So it is 30115. So I've given the details over here. Click on Test Connection and connection test succeeded. Click Close and click Finish. So until now what we have done, participants, until now what I have done is I connected to one source called ECC and we connected to another source called, we connected to a target called SAP HANA. So here we have a source and here we have a target. Now, the connection is successfully established between source and target. Let us right click on the project, click New. Now here you see data flow. What is a data flow? A data flow is used to define the flow of data. How to define flow of data? Click data flow. Let us provide the name ZDF 007 and click Finish. Once I click Finish, now please see, participants, here you see there is something called data flow. So we are inside the data flow. Once you are inside the data flow, here you see there is something called transforms. Now what is a transform? Transform is to massage data. Now what I would like to show participants, it's a very simple exercise. What I would like to show the participants is, if I double click on ECC system, I would like to import few tables from ECC to data services. Am I importing data or the metadata? So click tables. So once I click tables, let me click on this plus icon. Let me enter a table called TSPA and click finish. Once I click finish, so here the table got imported. If you'd like to see data for this table, right click on the table, click on view data. Once I click on view data, so here you can see data for the table. In the same way, let me import another table. Click on the plus icon, enter the table name TSPAT and click finish. Once you click finish, click save. Once you click save, so here you can see TSPA and TSPAT. So what is the next thing that we need to do? So I imported two tables. Let us click on data flow, expand ECC, tables, select both these tables and drag and drop these tables onto the work area. Just drag and drop. Once we drag and drop both these tables, now this is called as work area. Now let us select the query, drag and drop the query into the data flow editor, link TSPA to query and TSPAT to query, and drag and drop the template table onto the work area. Click data store, select the data store which is the target data store and click OK. Provide the table owner name. So let us give the table owner. So what is the table owner? Table owner is best. Now why am I giving the table owner is best? Okay, so before that I would like to explain what is a template table. A template table is a table that is going to generate in runtime. Automatically these tables are generated in runtime. So I'll select the table, drag and drop the table onto the work area. Excuse me. Click on data store where I would like to create this table in SAP HANA. Select this and click OK. Provide the table owner name, nothing but the name of the schema in which you would like to create this table. So I'm giving the table schema name and let us give the table name. I'll give the table name as JED TSPAT underscore div and click OK. I'll link this query to the table, to the target. So what we done, we just drag and drop the table, we link to the query, I drag and drop the template table, I link this query to the template table. What is the next step? What I would like to do, click on the query, open the query. So once we open the query, so here you see, just we need to open this. Select the column, drag and drop into the output schema. Drag and drop this column to the output schema. Drag and drop the name to the output schema. Client, division ID, and name of the division. So here I selected 3 columns. Let us click on the where clause. Click on edit filter. What you would like to filter? I would like to filter, this is called as language column. Drag and drop the language column onto work area. I would like to see text that is related to English. Only the text that are related to English should be transferred, and click OK. So once you click OK, now here I filter on English, click on output schema. So here you can see the schema, the selected columns in the output. So here you can see the where clause. Now click on validate, click on the query, click on joins, add the joins. What I would like to do, click add. Once you click add, what is the table on the left side and what is the table on the right side? Just select these tables. So I'm just trying to link both these tables. This table and this table, I'm just trying to link. And here you see there is a small bulb-like icon. Click on this icon. Once you click on the icon, here you see when you want to join TSPA and TSPAT, system is proposing the confidence score. So am I fast, participants? Participants, do you think I'm fast? Would you like me to explain once again? So what we are trying to do over here, what is the purpose that we're trying to do over here? Just I would like to join two tables and bring the output to one single table in the target. Two tables are there. I just would like to join both these tables. So how we were doing in calculation view, or how you're doing in an attribute view where you're trying to join two tables. The same joining of tables I can even do at the data services. Not only in the HANA Studio, but also I can achieve that at the data transfer. So once I join both these tables, now normally we are doing this in the HANA Studio, but now we are doing in the data services. So once I join both the tables, now here you see confidence score. What is this confidence score? Confidence score is nothing but to which column of T1 of the table 1 you can join with the table 2. System is proposing the confidence score based on the data type, based on data that each column has. It says 100% you can join both these columns, SPART to SPRT, and click confirm. So here you see there's something called confirm. Click on this, and I don't want to join on this, so I'll just click reject. And finally you see detect join dialog. One proposed join were confirmed and one were rejected, and click OK. Now here this is something which is GUI, graphical user interface. So what we are trying to do, we're trying to join two tables inside the query transform. Finally we're getting output to the single table. Just joining two tables and getting the output to single target table. Finally click on validate. Let's click on validate. Validation successful. Click close. Click execute. Click yes. Now here you see this is called as job server. Let us go back. What is this job server? What is the repository? Repository is nothing but which hold the container information. Now you take a bottle of water. Bottle is nothing but the repository. Water, nothing but the data, is transferred using data services. So data is transferred using data services. Data is transferred using job server, and repository is a collection of metadata. So let us go back, click finish. So once I click finish, so it is executing the job. So once I execute the job, so here you can see the view trace log. It's success. So once it is success, now what I'll do, I'll copy this table. I'll go back to the HANA Studio. I'll expand the catalog. I'll go to the schema called best. Expand the schema. Right click on tables. Click filter. Copy paste the table. So participants not able to hear me because I just got a message. Participants not able to hear me. Is everything okay, all the participants? Okay, so let us click OK. So once I click OK, expand the tables. Now do you see this table? Get TSPAT underscore div. Let us again go back to Data Services Workbench. Let us right click on the table. Click on View Data. Once we click on View Data, here you can see, even I can see the data over here. MNDT is nothing but the client. SPRT is nothing but the division ID. And vtext is nothing but the English. Why it is showing you in English? You see, at the query, at the where clause, I filtered I would like to see language related to English. So here also I can see output by clicking on View Data. Or I can go back to the HANA Studio where the table is created. Right click on the table. Click Open Data Preview. So here is the data that is transferred from SAP using data services to SAP HANA system. Let me continue with the data cleanse activity. How can we cleanse data from non-SAP system to HANA, S4 HANA, using data services, basic cleanse transform? Now, what I'm going to do, let me click on Start, click on Microsoft SQL Server 2012, and click on SQL Server Management Studio. I hope participants able to see my screen because I just got a message participants not able to see my screen. Is everything okay, participants? Okay, so the login is best and the password is W capital welcome 123 and click on connect. So once I click connect, here we can see Expand the databases. Go to a database called BEST. Expand the BEST database. So what I'm going to do now, what we're going to do, so in here, so here we have SAP system. And here we have data services. And here we have HANA S4 HANA. So here you have SAP to data services, from data services to HANA S4 HANA. Now, what we're going to do, so on the SAP system, you have a table. It's not SAP, sorry. On a non-SAP system, that is MS SQL, I'm going to import this table to data services. How am I going to import to data services? To import to data services, what we need to do? To create a data store. What is a data store? A data store is nothing but a connection. A data store is nothing but connection. One connection to source and another connection to target. A data store is nothing but to establish a connection to source and target. So this is the source, and here you have the target connection. Now this connection is to HANA, and this connection is to non-SAP. So let us go back. Now here you see we have a project called SAP COPA project. Expand the project. Here there is a connection to MS SQL. Double click on this. Click on test connection. Once we click on test, connection test succeeded. Means connection is successfully able to connect to MS SQL. Click close. Double click on HANA. Click on test connection. Now even HANA test connection is successful. Now what is the next step? The next step is, let us go back to MS SQL. Let us right click on tables. Click on new table. Once I click on new table, enter the column name. So what's the column name? The column name is KU, KUNNR, BUKRS, VKORG, VV010, and VV070. So this I'm taking as decimal. So just I'm trying to create one basic table. What I'm going to do, I'll click on save. I'll give a name for the table, jetcopa underscore 009. Click OK. Once I click OK, so here you have a table called jetcopa underscore 009. Let us right click on the table. Click filter, filter setting. Enter the table name jetcopa underscore 009. Click OK. So once you click OK, expand the tables. So here you can see a table called jetcopa underscore 009. Let us right click on the table. click select top 1000 rows. Once you click select top 1000 rows, I think I did not execute yet. Okay, so here we created a table. Now only we created a table, but we did not enter any data to this table. So let us right click on the table and click edit top 200 rows. So I'm just trying to enter a few records. For example, I would like to give some single quotes. KN01. I'll like to enter some double quotes. KN0. Company code 1000. For VKORG, I'll just try to enter 1000, 2000, BB010, 100, and 200. Next, let us single quotes. So let us give KN02, 9000, VKORG is 300, 3000, 200, and 300. The next thing is, just I'm trying to enter a few records. Okay, so I've given some data over here. Let me right click on this, click execute. Let me right click on this and click execute SQL. So once I click execute SQL, now let us right click on the table and click select top 1000 rows. Now once I click select top 1000 rows, so here you can see these entries. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to import this table. So where am I going to import this table? So this table, which is on the MS SQL, I'm going to import this table to Data Services. We're going to import this table to Data Services. Now let us go back to Data Services. Let us double click on MS SQL. Click on tables. So let me remove this table. So this is the previous one. So I remove the table. Now let us click on import object by name. What is the name of the table? So what is the name of the table, participants? JetCopa underscore 009. Let us enter JetCopa underscore 009. I'm giving the table name and click finish. So once I click finish, now please see, participants, table is imported. Let us right click on the table, view data. So can we see data that is reading on the MS SQL DB? Now what we're going to do is, table is imported successfully. Click save. So once I click save, expand MS SQL, expand tables, DBO. So here you can find the table. Now what is the next step? So in the next step, what we need to do, right click on the project, click new, click data flow, and enter the name jetdf underscore flow underscore data. So copy the name, provide the description, and click finish. Once I click finish, now what are we trying to do? We are creating a data flow. What is a data flow? A data flow is a flow of data. You would like to take this table and drag and drop this table onto work area and take it as a source. So this is the source. What is your target? The target is the template table. Drag and drop the template table. What is the purpose of a template table? Template table is a table that is going to generate in runtime. It's a table that is automatically generated in runtime. Click on data store. Click on the target. HANA. OK. Provide the owner name. This table you would like to create in HANA. The owner name is best. Nothing but the name of the schema. In this schema, what table you would like to create as? JetCopa 009 and click OK. Now this is the base table and this is the target table. Now what is your requirement? Now please see. If I link this table directly to target, if I click validate, click close, if I click execute, click yes, and click finish, please notice what is going to happen now. Once you click finish, go back to SAP HANA Studio. Let me open the HANA Studio and let us check the table that is going to just create now. The name of the table is JetCopa underscore 009. Let us right click on system, click log on. Just I'm trying to check for this table. Let us expand the catalog. What is the name of the schema? Best. Under the best, what table? Right click on table, click filter. The name of the table is JetCopa underscore 009. Click whole word and click OK. Expand the table. Here you can find the table. Let us right click on the table and open data preview. When you open data preview, click on analysis, drag and drop KUNNR, drag and drop VV010. Now please see participants, do you really think is this the good procedure to show data like 8000 ampersand, KN01 single quotes, KN02 at the rate? See, you have junk data. Data is in junk. How should we cleanse? How should we cleanse this data in a way it looks more meaningful? So what I can do now, I'll go back, go to the data flow. I'll select this, right click. Please see, what do you see here? Insert basic cleanse transform. Click on insert basic cleanse transform. Now between the source and target, I introduce this basic cleanse. Once I introduce this basic cleanse, now please see, for every column that you select, it removes the leading spaces, tailing spaces, single quotes, double quotes, control cats. For every column that you select, it is going to remove all this tailing spaces, single quotes, double quotes, everything it is going to remove. Now what should we do? In the KUNNR, we go to SAP HANA. In a column called KUNNR, you see there's a column called KUNNR. In this column, what do you think which is not necessary that you would like to transfer to target? For example, like single quotes, at the rate, ampersand. So these are the things that you don't necessarily you would transfer. What I'm going to do now, I'll go back, select the column, click new, copy paste whatever you don't require, copy paste the things that you don't require, select BODS, click new. In here you don't require dollar, exclamatory mark, so I'll go back, I'll select BODS, I'll select dollar, and then for VKWRG, what you don't require, for VKWRG you don't require percentage, hash. So here we given for KUNNR, these are the special characteristics we don't require. For BUKRS, we don't require dollar. For VKWRG, we don't require these special characteristics. Now please see, I have given in the properties pane that I don't require the special characteristics. Click validate. Validation is successful. Click close. And finally, click execute. And click yes. So once we click yes, and click finish. So once we click finish, now please check. After the completion of job execution, what is the output that we can find over here? After the completion of the job execution, so once it is successful, let us go back to HANA Studio. Let us click refresh. So once we click refresh, now please see participants. You see, the data is clean now. So this is nothing but basic cleanse. So using basic cleanse, what we can do? So using basic cleanse, we can remove all the special characteristics, leading spaces, tailing spaces, single quotes, double quotes. Now, let me show assignments to the participants. So let us go to the Dropbox. Set 1, data provisioning, data services assignments. So here you can see there is an assignment implementing a query transform using filters, implementing a query transform using joins, implementing a basic cleanse in data services. Thank you all the participants to attend today's session on data services. Thank you.